Bop the whip so big hint. Bop the whip so big hint.
This trade show E3 is the largest trade show that Microsoft as a company participates in terms of some of the square footage and the attendees involved and just all of the moving parts. And it's like doing a product launch once a year.
Once we get the design plans to the execs in January, first week of January, we kick off a meeting and we bring all of our key vendors in.
We start planning the show round about August. And of course the show moves in May.
So maybe a lot of times when you're talking about it, discussing it in meetings, it's just a general overall, can we do this on this given day? Once you get on the show floor, all that changes.
Everybody feels that this is a very different looking and different feeling booth, and it's all about the brand. It feels really good.
Go for 120 this box.
We start with the rigging, which is what you're seeing happening now. For the next 11 days, we will run 24-hour crews around the clock. We're probably a quarter mile of truss in the air. We'll have overall about 38 semi-trucks of property. We should be right around 100,000 pounds of lighting, I believe, is what we hit with just what's in the air. We've got 2 double-deck structures that will go in, which are generally built for permanent structures, but we actually take them in and take them out.
So now my team would be the ones that would go on the show floor and say, you know, this is panel A connected to panel B, this is the way it connects, this is how it connects. Is the carpet down, is the electrical down, is the phone in the exact right spot? Are you 6 inches out in the aisle, or are you 1.5 feet inside the booth when you should be on the line? Before any of that's done, then my team comes in and makes sure that, you know, you're in the right spot. You've got the right stuff needed to do your job.
Exactly what we thought it would be. This is great.
And just pure primary red, no problem.
Good job. Woohoo! We're still on schedule.
Xbox, get you one.
The hardest part about the show for me is trying to keep everybody happy. I consider all the Microsoft people to be my clients, but I consider my vendors to be just as important. I want to give them what they need to get their work done, and I want to get it done the way my customers, the Microsoft clients, want it done. Trying to ride that line and make sure everybody's getting what they need. It's a big, E3 is all about communication.
Try to think of it from approach it from a creative standpoint to begin with. Really think about what do we want to accomplish. And when we set out this year, it was all about sort of how do we create the anti-trade show booth. Create something that really feels different from walking into a casino and all the chaos that you see out there on the show floor. And we didn't want any foam rocks. We didn't want any giant castles. We didn't want models with swords running around the booth. We wanted to have it be very clean, very comfortable. Where you could actually socialize with the people you're playing the games with. So that was the big challenge, and everybody said if you could do that, you would be very successful. And we had style guides and meetings and changes and multiple revs, and believe it or not, when we got here, we walked in and we said, wow, this is exactly what we wanted to do.